And we're live.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the show.
The DL show, download show with Danny and me.
And Lizette. So, yeah, we're in a good mood today. We've been having a great week. I hope everybody else has been doing well. I heard that they were going to are they going to give money to people in California soon?
I hope so.
I heard.
Hope so.
I don't think it was sponsored either. That's what you got to watch out for, the sponsored. You know what I mean?
Well, you can always go to YouTube and get information on the latest stimulus. Is that what you're talking about? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a stimulus? I don't know. I've never even been aroused by the payments. That's a terrible joke.
It's a bad joke.
It's a terrible joke.
Moving on.
No, but we're supposed to be getting someone's texting me right during the show. Do you believe this?
And why are you responding?
Go ahead. Take care of it. You talk. Take care of it.
This is our daily life. He does this all the time.
I do not. I hope everybody's week's been good.
It's not raining in LA, finally.
No, I know. I thought Seattle moved here.
But it's really cold. It's really cold.
It is. It's been pretty cold.
Yeah.
It's been pretty cold.
Yeah, my mom asked me, I heard it's cold in California. What's up? And I was like, I know. We went from Seattle to now, I guess, Chicago.
We've got a kitten meowing right next to me right now. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're very excited to have this is our second at-home show. We're fired up. We're looking good. We're feeling good, right? Would you, right?
We've had a busy weekend.
My beard looks a little.
All right. This is not the Danny show.
It's not the grooming show.
It's not the narcissistic show.
Yes, it is. Yes, it absolutely is. So
we had a busy weekend. We had some good stuff though. We went to a grand opening.
We did. We went to a grand opening. What else did we do?
We went to
what was the grand opening?
I had a girls' night the other night. That was fun.
Last night.
Yeah.
And I had a guys' night.
Which didn't go so good, right?
Yeah, no guys came.
Meanwhile, my girls had a sprawled out snack setup. It was like a bachelorette party.
Yeah, guys don't do that. They go, "You want to meet at the bar? Cool."
We even got party favors. She bought us lipsticks. It was so
really?
Cool. Yeah.
I've never got lipstick.
I'm not wearing it today, but I should next time. I'll wear it. It's like a holographic.
Oh, and the cast is off my hand.
Yay!
You see the grossness and swelling that is my hand.
Nobody wants to see that, but okay.
You never know. We have some fetish people out there, fetish fans.
Okay.
You don't know that.
Any fetish fans out there?
Any fetish fans?
I want to see scars.
I don't know.
I got something you really would want to see: a spider bite.
Oh,
I don't have it now, but it was. It was.
Oh, I might be able to get that on the show here.
Yeah. Interview the spider that bit me.
No, I can show the picture of the gross foot.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. I scared the 7-Eleven guy with it.
Ugh.
No, the Circle K guy.
It was on my foot, and I was grossed out by it.
Yeah, it was gross. She's like, we're like, hey, you want to have sex? Oh, not tonight, honey.
I'm surprised he's still with me after that. So.
All right, so I'm very excited today. We've got a great guest, a great friend of mine for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now, I think. He did an amazing film that I am in. And it's called Surviving Sunset. It's a great documentary. You guys got to check it out. He'll explain it to you when we get him on here. But he's a very talented actor, director, producer, Shaun Anthony Robinson.
Woo!
Welcome, guys.
Welcome, Shaun.
There we go.
G'day, boys. How are you?
How are you, buddy?
Hi, Shaun.
Good. Nice. Thank you for having me. Thanks for having me on your show.
Oh,
how are you?
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All
pixelated.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm giving you what I'm giving. I'm running a good camera.
Hey, we love you, man.
Happens when you're
miles
away. So I'm pixelated. That's great. Awesome.
And he's coming to us. He's coming to us from Australia. So
yes.
Shaun, thank you.
So it is a long connection.
What time is it over there?
You know what? It is 12:05, and I wish this wasn't live. I just realised I could have used my phone. I realized I could have used my phone. You would have had a nice picture, and it would have been just so much better.
It's all good, buddy. It's all good. It's all good.
Is that an outdated MacBook Pro? No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
Did you? It looks like you got a haircut. Did you get a haircut?
No,
Oh, there it is.
Brushed it.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
There we go.
I was like-
Which
I was like,
side
what
is we on?
happened to your hair?
We got opposite stuff happening here.
That's like a magic trick, dude. That's like
no. How'd you do that?
Yeah, it looked like you had short hair. You shook your head, and all of a sudden, you got a whole head of hair.
See, look, see.
And your hair is back to normal. Didn't you have it red for a little bit?
You had a pink or
Yeah, I decided just to get a little I felt like I was getting old, and I thought, well, maybe I should dye my hair. It didn't work. I still felt old. I just felt like an old person with dyed hair.
So you went back. Like,
So I just went back to, okay, come on. Look, I'm covering the grays, okay?
Oh, you didn't have to say that. We don't have to. Nobody has to know that.
What grays? No one ever gets
Yeah,
grays.
no.
I'm raw. I'm raw. What
Never.
you see is what you get.
This is frosting I spilled on my cheek this morning.
Hey, it doesn't have to do with
frosting.
being old either, because I started getting grays when I was like 20, So
wow, you got old quick.
Yeah, 6 years ago.
Yeah, I did 6 years ago.
Wow.
So tell us about your background, Shaun. I see you have a lot of things going on there. Surviving
just a little bit of
sunset.
a little bit of self promotion over here.
Love it.
So
we're doing the same
this
thing.
behind me here is my banner for my documentary Surviving Sunset, which Danny was just mentioning before I came on that he was a part of. Yeah, he was. He sort of helped me out in the last visit I was over there, and we back in 2019, and we become mates. And I said, "Hey, let me interview you." And then I didn't actually interview him in the States. It wasn't until I got back here, and I said, "Hey, Danny, I need to interview you. Here's a bunch of questions. Answer them."
Yep.
Yeah.
You might see the uncut questions answers in the series once I get distribution.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's just some of the stuff that you said was just too good to leave out.
I'm curious to know what that stuff was.
Yes, so am I. It was a while ago I did that.
Really? What's it like to want?
That was during COVID.
Yeah, I think you're in Washington State or
no, upstate New York. Yeah,
upstate.
I was upstate. Yeah, staying at my buddy's place. I was in his basement.
You were in.
I
There
think
was
that's
like
why-
lots
I
of
think that's why
tools.
Huh?
There was all
What
these
was that?
tools around behind. It sort of looked like it didn't look. It could have doubled as a scary dungeon. Like,
Well, I didn't.
you never know.
I didn't have any of the bodies in the shot, did I?
Not in the shot. Not in the shot.
Okay, good. Good.
So,
That was the
Shaun,
other
where does Surviving Sunset premiere? Like, it was in Los Angeles, right? What film
So
festival?
we had So you guys came. So back in 2019, we had our first screening, world screening in Los Angeles at the LA Fest Cinema at
Cinemark, right?
LA Live. LA Live, yeah.
Yeah.
So and that was good. We had a good turnout. We had a great bunch of people turn up. I got some media over here in Australia from the Good Morning.
Is that behind you too? That's the other picture you have.
Yeah,
behind
just a little. Just see.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's
So
awesome.
there's me sitting there with the people in the.
There's
shot.
proof.
Yeah,
But
that was
beg your
that was
pardon?
that was the biggest. That's the biggest morning show in Australia, right?
Yeah, so that's the number one. They basically got the number one show here in the mornings on Channel 7. And I was talking to Peter Ford from he's the entertainment editor, and he's on Twitter. I was talking to him on Twitter, and he sort of said, "Hey, when you get a screening, let me know." And lo and behold, I got a screening in Los Angeles, and so
Wow.
they got me on the show, and I talked about it and got over there and screened it and got to meet Mr. Tommy Chong there, and
Yeah, that's awesome.
you beautiful people, and about 90 other Americans turned up, which was just amazing. I was sort of shocked Yeah,
You're in love.
it was amazing. It was actually amazing. I sort of, and it was good to see like the people that I've met over the last 10 years. I've built this rapport with, actors and producers and writers and just friends like, comedians like yourself, Danny and Lizette. Meeting you guys, and then meeting Lizette, 2019, 2022. It's sort of, I feel like I've known you guys forever. So it's sort of, I think, building the contacts and having all these people turn up when I say I'm coming, and they say, okay, put your money where your mouth is. I did, and they showed up, and it was like, oh,
awesome.
okay.
There you go.
Building relationships.
I felt like I was taken more seriously over there.
Yeah. Well, our viewers don't even know what it's about yet. Why don't you describe the documentary?
Okay, so Surviving Sunset is a documentary about my journey and basically others like me. That everyone thinks that they're going to go to Hollywood and they're going to be discovered in the first 2 weeks, and they're going to be celebrities, just because they're beautiful or they're talented, and that's just not the case. I mean, it's not about. I think people have to stop thinking I'm going to Hollywood to be famous, because you got to get that famous part out of your head. It's not about being famous. I mean, there's so many people that wanted to be famous, and all I could see was them on the streets. I even uploaded a trailer of the film, so to the little thing down the bottom there, so people could see it if you wanted to show people. But it's just.
Why don't you? Did you put that in the? Did you put that in the?
I put that in the file section down the bottom. I can show. I think if I click on it, it might.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Show
Okay,
you.
hold on. I'll show it right now.
When I was growing up, like many other kids, watching TV was an escape from reality. When I was watching The Box, I could imagine being anything I wanted to be. What I personally took away from the many hours of sitting in front of the telly was, wow, I could be just like these people.
Thing is, if you say you're going to do something, you got to do it. You can't just keep on saying, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
You've got to actually get out there and have a crack at it.
See all those moments. Terrible.
Awesome, dude.
That's awesome, Shaun.
So
well
cool.
done.
Did you guys get you guys got the audio on that, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Everything worked.
I'm like, oh, I can't hear it from my end.
No, we heard.
Oh
the
no, we
audio.
got
Yes,
it.
I mean-
we got it.
I mean, everyone thinks that you see all those homeless people in the streets, and that's just a very quick snippet of it. But I mean, I spoke to people, and I watched people over years. Like there was a guy that I met back in 2017, and it's just a quick story. And I never got to interview him because he was like, didn't want to be on camera, didn't want to know. Basically, it was hard to be his friend, but I sort of, befriended this guy. And when I first met this guy, he was living in the hills. He had a, nice family, nice cars, good job, raging cocaine habit. And I was like, but if you asked him, there was no problem. Everything was cool. Then I went back 12 months later. His wife had moved out. He'd sold a couple of cars, and he'd sold a bit of furniture. 6 months later, I went back again. So on the third trip. Third trip. No, that was 2018. So yeah, at the end of 2018, I went back again. Third trip. He was living in a condo. He was leasing a car. Had stuff all nice things in his head. He had no awards, nothing. He basically had stuff all. He had police, criminal activity happening around him and all that. 2019, when I came back to and I met Danny for the first time, it was about 3 days after I arrived, and I saw this guy on the streets just back from Banana Bungalows on Hollywood Boulevard, and he was in a tent.
Wow.
And I walked past and I sort of went, bro, and I sort of looked at him, and he just recognized me, but really didn't.
Wow.
And this is what happens when you think you're too good for your good. You think you're too good. You think I've got a handle on this. This guy had everything, and it's just a story of what a lot of the individuals you see lining the streets of Hollywood have gone through. You know, down times, up times, bad times. So I think my film is basically just to show people that it's not all glitz and glory, but at the same time, don't let that deter you. You know, you decide what you're going to do with your future. You can go to Hollywood and you can work hard and you can take it, and you can take quality over quantity, or you can go to Hollywood, get shit faced. Can I say that? Get shit faced every night. Get shit faced every night of the week. You know, party. Hang out with all these independent filmmakers that are just doing all these little $5,000 films, and you think you're massive. Tell everybody at home that you're doing huge, and in fact, you're barely surviving.
And I was going to say something too, Shaun, because I saw the documentary and it's awesome for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, check it out. Danny's in it.
The music's great too. I love the music.
Great.
Narration's great.
I related to it too because I loved in the documentary how you showed Hollywood and how it's not Hollywood that we're, you know, see in the movies and stuff like that. It's really kind of little off a kilter, and you show that you showed the real Hollywood, and I can relate to that because when I first came to Hollywood, I was like, I can't wait to go to Hollywood because this is Hollywood, you know, all the movie stars and stuff, and it's just not that we would see, and you show that in your film. No. You know, and then you also said, just like you mentioned too, the party crowd, when you come here, you want to do your acting, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then sometimes you get stuck in that little, well, I'm going to go out tonight again, or I'm going to, you know, drink. And then you're not focused. And that's that group too, because I got lost in that too for a little bit. So
I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it. I fell into that trap.
I think we all have. That's
like, you know, and I think
I plan on falling into that trap tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding.
What's that, Shaun?
Nice work, Danny.
Doing
your bid for the industry, buddy.
He hasn't gotten out of that trap yet. It's still working.
Ow, broken hand.
Sorry.
That's how we met.
That's how you met. Right?
That is how we met.
Well, and then the thing is,
we did karaoke together.
To be honest, going out and networking is part of the business too. You have to develop relationships and everything. You just have to know your limits of how much.
I think the good thing about it. Yeah, I mean, I think the good thing about going, like the networking part of it is stay able-minded. You know, if you're going to go out and get drunk every time, they're not going to remember. And as one of the people saying, one of the guys in my film, Amari, sort of says, they're not going to remember you. You don't remember them. You've met each other. Yeah, sure. But what's that going to do for you?
Yep.
You know, you need to actually connect, swap cards. Hey, let's meet up on a more creative, you know, on some other time over coffee.
Yeah.
You know, build those professional relationships, you know.
Yeah. The initial
Danny
meeting.
And I've got a personal relationship.
We what?
I said, Danny and I built a personal relationship, and over time and very quickly, because we worked out that we had very similar things. We had our, you know, basically started a professional relationship.
Yeah, we work on. He was helping me with the Australian accent, or trying, and I was miserably failing. But yeah,
it's a hot accent.
But he's got. I don't know. You've done a lot of cool stuff in television and film.
Yeah,
in Australia.
How long have you been acting for, too, Shaun? Like, when did the journey start?
Okay. I think it started back. Oh, I dropped into an American accent then. I I like that. That sounds
I
nice.
like that. Oh, is this a Spanish?
I dropped back into I started in the industry back in 2000. I think I got my first taste for it when I went on Australia's Got Talent, which is the equivalent to America's Got Talent, with my metal band Origin of Jankin back in the day.
Right.
Well, it wasn't my band. I joined their band and sort of went, "Hey, I'm taking over the joint," and sort of took over. I took the band. I mean, they were great musicians. We went through a couple of different musicians because bands and adult don't always get along. But we ended up going on Australia's Got Talent, and I think from that it sparked a bit of a light in me for more television. And then later on down the track, the guys and the bands have said, "Oh, they're looking for your equivalent to Rednecks, Bogans, for a TV show," and it was like Bogan Hunters. So I tried out in that. So it's probably been I reckon 10 years now, at least 10 years I've been working in the film industry.
What is that one show that I did just made me laugh so hard that you did the Bad Criminals?
That would have been
Criminals.
Dumb Criminals. I showed you that when I came over there. Yeah.
Dude, that show.
So if you're looking for something really funny,
it's hysterical. It's hysterical. Where the one guy goes and he tries to rob the ATM. And he's all on drugs. He's like, oh, and he's like pounding on it. Then the blue paint sprays on his face. He's like, he's going nuts. It's hysterical. It's hysterical.
Where can people?
He was a funny guy, man. He's an absolute hysterical guy.
Oh, he was so good. You were great too, man. You were fantastic in it, dude. That look, those eyes, and the face you made.
What was the name of the show?
Dumb Criminals.
Where can people see
Dumb Criminals? So if you go onto YouTube, it's you type in Dumb Criminals.
Dumb Criminals.
Maybe I can find the link here. Hold on. Let me have a look. I'll put the link in the comments.
Perfect.
There you go. There you go.
Viewers can see it if I want to see it too.
And I can probably play it for them.
Oh,
actually.
Okay.
That's the great thing about StreamYard. I think you share
right now, grabbing it. And I've got that episode right here. So I'm going to copy.
All right. Put it in the comments. I will click on it and try to share it. I'm trying to see, how do I share?
Paste. There we go.
Okay. Private. Oh, you put in the private
chat. In the private chat, yes.
Wonderful.
It's in the private chat there, mate.
In the private chat. It's just private for us.
Private.
My name is Rabbit.
Okay, hold on. Now I gotta see if I can. Is YouTube gonna take it down if I put this on?
What do you
mean? Why would they?
I don't know. You never know with YouTube, man.
No.
All right.
Nah.
How's the weather out in Australia, Shaun?
How's the weather? The weather is quite hot. It is quite warm.
Yeah.
We're looking. We had a heat wave a couple of days ago. And to be honest, I'm just looking forward to getting back to that dry heat you have over there.
Oh,
that
God.
Dry, no humidity, just dry. Oh, I need some lotion. Dry. I need some dry heat.
If I'm not mistaken,
hence why I'm actually.
It's warm.
Okay, I think I got this.
Do you guys have seasons?
Is this
in
right?
Australia? Like
is this
different...
working?
Yes, we have seasons. Yeah, we've got El Nino.
I'm trying to allow
it's 4
Go
seasons
ahead.
in one day.
Wow.
4 seasons in one day.
It's almost like California. We have our days where it can be really hot, then really cold. That's how it's been lately, I think. More cold here lately. But during the day, it's
I think I'm going to enjoy. I think I'm going to enjoy the Vegas heat when I move out there in April.
Well, I was about to say it gets really hot out there, so get ready, Shaun. Yeah, you're coming to Vegas,
I love
right?
it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, I've got it. Here we go.
Oh, we're gonna share this now.
Here we
Can
go.
you see it?
I can now.
There we go. Here we go.
Now, my name is Rabbit. I get that nickname for this rooting style that I invented. Looks like a rabbit, doesn't it? I got out of jail recently, and it's been a bumpy ride since. These blokes here are the Hunters, the toughest outlaw motorcycle club in the country. And they're after me because I pulled some rabbit styles on this bloke's extended family. I'm gonna fucking kill you! Also got me finger bitten off by a dog. But it's been reattached now. I nearly lost my finger and finger. Yeah, and all my mates from jail just got arrested. And I'm trying to find them bail money. The only other option to get them out is this bloke here, me mate the dodgy lawyer. For cash, he reckons he can bribe a judge and get them all out.
This is the guy I was talking about. He's hysterical.
You know you're off chops when you're acting like a fucking pussy.
I dropped me fucking painkillers in the fucking kitty litter, and now I'm all like,
Fucking settle down, fuck you. Listen. I just saw the dodgy lawyer, right? Now, he can get the fucking boys out, but it's going to cost us 10 grand each to bribe the judge.
that's a lot of money, bro. How you gonna get that?
ATMs, mate. They got 15 grand in every one of them. Now, Jimmy is not exactly like a friend of mine. He's more like a junkie I know from fucking the inside. But he owes fucking Rongo big time for shit I won't even go into. So he's going to go and have to steal a fucking ATM to get Rongo out. And this idiot,
Oh, there you are.
Stop tank. He's Pothead's brother. Why should I fucking get the ATM? He should fucking do it. He's the brother.
Oh, what are you doing? Well, what the fuck does it look like you don't be cunt? I'm fucking throwing up, aren't You're probably thinking, what's this cunt doing? I was going to take all the stimulants I could find, get super strength, turn into some sort of super cunt, then just reach the ATM out the wall by myself.
Next victim could be you.
I'm going to take all your fucking money, bro. I'm going to take all of it. I ain't think I'm scared of you. I'm not fucking scared of you, huh? What are you going to do now, cunt? I'll fucking save ya!
Fucking who doesn't know that the ATM will spray that fucking blue shit if you fucking hit it hard enough? Naked ass, right? And then he's like, oh, hey, is that you, Jimmy? Did you get the money?
No, I didn't. I got turned into a fucking smurf by that cunt ATM.
And you don't bullshit. You went down on a fucking avatar chick, and she squirted.
Okay. I don't want to watch the whole episode, but man, it's funny stuff.
That is hysterical, Shaun. That's funny.
Wait, you know, I should get to your other part though. How far in are you? Oh, I can't hear you again.
Your mic.
Did you?
And Mike, there was a bit of feedback, so I unmiked myself, but it didn't work.
Anyway, it's hysterical.
It was funny to be a part of that series, and that, you know, and I mean, that's basically how I got my start in the industry, going from that to doing Home and Away and in The Secret Daughter and a few other shows in Frayed, which is also on Netflix. Which I've been lucky, which I was lucky enough to do. Then now it's, the documentaries come out. I've got another 24 festivals over in the States.
Wow.
Well, yeah,
wow.
23 or 24 festivals, hopefully to get into. So we've got Angelica Festival out at Pasadena, which is due today, actually. So hopefully maybe they see this post and go, oh, yeah, maybe we should look at that documentary. They invited me, so hopefully they,
And the movie,
I think
been nominated, right? Sorry, Shaun. The documentary has it been nominated and it's won some awards, right?
No. It's won so far. It's won 5 awards. I mentioned on the poster.
A lot of laurels there, yeah.
So yeah,
awesome.
it's won 4 awards in America. best picture, best documentary, best feature documentary film, and some other thing. But it's terrible, isn't it?
Too many to count.
It's won 4 over in the States, 3 honorable mentions, and then another one over here as well as an honorable mention as well. And then I'm basically hoping to get it. Oh,
I was trying
close up.
Yeah, I was going to try to make you bigger so that we could see the. See, I haven't used this in so long. Nope, that's the wrong one. I'm trying to make you big and us small, but it's not. It doesn't want to do it.
So we're just going to be the same.
Yep.
Yeah. So right. I think the I mean, obviously the documentary. My biggest problem is doing lives like this. I'm so bad. So I forget things, and there's things that. But I mean, look, if you go to survivingsunset.com, which there's my failsafe. You go to survivingsunset.com. If there's so much more there to know about the film. There's links to IMDb so you can see the entire cast. We've got people like Christian Isaiah from Shameless, who played, he was on Shameless. he played young Liam on Shameless. I don't watch Shameless, okay? Look, sue me. I don't watch the show, but look, I did watch a few episodes that he was in, and I was like, wow, this kid's a great actor. So, and then I was lucky enough to have him on the show. And then, having Danny, Matt Birch from a TV show that was started off in Mexico called Operation Repo. So I got those guys in it. I also got Matt Birch. I got heaps of people in the film.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah, a lot of. And you had a good turnout too at the premiere.
Yeah,
I think it was a decent turnout. There was a lot of decent people there. I think you sort of work out your ride and you ride hard. You die in your rides. People that stay there by your side the whole time, and people that don't. And I mean, not everyone's going to be able to turn out. Some people have always got other gigs on or something like that. But I was very happy with the turnout I had. I was just honored. I was 15 years ago, I was a truck driver on the Central Coast.
Wow.
Occasionally singing in a metal band on the weekends. Now, who would have thought 15 years later I'd be sitting at premiering my own documentary in Los Angeles? It's crazy.
And
you always, what the secret is you keep working.
Yeah.
You're working hard. You're producing. If you're not getting work, you're creating work. And that's what you have to do.
I mean, that's sort of, you can't sit still. I'm in the middle of moving to the States, and so that process in itself is absolutely just crazy. Contracts and not just the acting part of it and the contracts and managerial side of it, but medical insurance, buying cars, getting accommodation, all that sort of stuff. Wow, that was crazy. Getting all that sort of stuff is, that takes time.
A lot of people don't know that you have to prepare.
Hey, there we go. Here, I made him big.
Places to live. You have to find places to live. You have to have. I was always told to have at least 3 months of rent put away. A car. Money for a car. Whether you're going to lease or buy it used, you have to have all that stuff,
See, and there we have the laurels. You can read them now, folks.
Yeah.
So we got the Filmcom Awards. We got LAFA. We got, Best Fit. We won there. LA Fest that was where we had the screening. Sanctuary Film Festival up there up on the Gold Coast is what it gave us our honorable mention. So, we also just got a screening at the Santa Monica Film Festival as well, which was an online screening. So, there would have been people watching it there as well. So,
and you have more coming up, right? You have more festivals coming up.
Hopefully, I'm trying to organize media in the States. So, because, you've got to put hype around your film. And unless you've got people in that area sharing it and creating hype, the festivals just see past it because it's not in the Google section. So you've got to make sure that your film is constantly being seen, your trailer, your poster.
Yep.
I'm constantly
That was-
tagging you guys on,
Promoting. Yep.
you know, constantly tagging people.
Mhm.
People get cranky with you, and people always say, "Stop tagging us! Stop tagging us!"
You're like
Don't-
tag.
Tag.
You
You're like, you could always
don't have
untag
to
me.
allow the tag.
Yeah.
You don't have to allow the tag.
Yeah, you don't have to.
But I think
So-
it's all you've just got to share.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and how did it must have cost a bundle to enter all those film festivals?
Oh,
You could
Well,
hear
well,
it.
I
Huh?
just looked before, and I was not aware that I thought I only put the film entered into about 50 festivals.
Yeah.
I entered it into 68 festivals.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Wow.
And some of those festivals were like $160.
Wow.
Per festival.
You know, ranging from
Yeah.
$30 to $160, $170. Like Cannes Film Festival. I didn't put it into that. A Sundance, I submitted it to Sundance. I submitted it to Slam Dance.
And there's no
You
guarantee
know,
that you'll get picked. You can pay that money, but you may not even be chosen.
Yep.
You know, so it's like a
you know, it's
That's
just
money
like it's like
making.
buying a lottery ticket. Like
Yeah.
I think Danny says you could almost buy a lottery ticket and you got more chance of winning that than you have.
I'm
Like
making
I've got
it
another
as a-
26 festivals the film's but will it get? Yeah, I've submitted them to, but will it get picked?
Yeah.
You don't.
I got feedback back from Sedona, which was beautiful feedback. You know, and
Oh, good.
you're not always going to get the feedback you want either.
No,
You've gotta
no.
be-
There's some. They give you some bad feedback sometimes. It's like, yeah.
Well, it's sort of it sort of gives you a bit of a wake up call because, you know, you've got all your friends always telling you how great your film is and all the people that are around you and the people that, you know, are like, oh, that's awesome. But then every now and then you'll get somebody who's been to university and they've done really hard and they've paid a lot of money and maybe they haven't got a film out yet. And then they see someone like me who hasn't been to university, hasn't done diddly squat, and then they come out with a film, they're like, that's not going through.
Mm.
So sometimes that's, you know, and you just got to take that, you know.
Politics.
And you've also got to take the fact that your film might not be the bloody Pulitzer that you think it is.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
you know, I'm not Steven Spielberg or Michael Moore. I'm not Michael Moore yet. I'm working on it.
But that's how you get better.
Is
That's
that
how
is that the way you're gonna go? You're gonna go more.
I'd
mostly
like to, if I
documentaries?
was going to do documentaries, I'd like to do documentaries that really, you know, pull at the heartstrings. You know, I want to do documentaries that invoke feeling. You know, I want to do feel good documentaries, but also want to do documentaries that are like people are like, ooh,
Yeah.
deep.
should he
Dark.
have done that?
Dark.
Oh, that's a bit taboo.
Mhm.
So there's like, you know, but at the end of the day, I'm not a filmmaker. I mean, I am a filmmaker. I am now. But I mean, the whole reason I'm moving to moving to the States is to further my filmmaking career and my acting career.
Right. Do you like being in LA? Like, have you come here and you're like, ugh, I hate it, or but I got to do
No,
it.
I love it there.
You do.
I feel when I'm here, I mean, I've got my family, and that's great.
Right.
But if I could just like pick the house up and put it there.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's that's what I feel about. I think we both feel about New York.
That's
Yeah, we
why
love New York too, but
You love
we
New
would
York,
never move.
yeah.
Yeah, we would never move back unless we had a ton of money.
I mean, my whole point now is to come over there, do at least 5 years. You know, I'm signing on with a 3-year contract for starters with my manager, and I want to, you know, I've got a 5-year plan. My 5-year plan is within 5 years of me coming over there and busting my butt every day and taking the nose with the good with the bad.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be like every other actor is like, oh, I'm going to be there for 20 years and give it a good go.
No.
Yeah.
I think I've already done 5 years of coming backwards and forwards. Now it's time to go right.
Yeah.
Right.
I've got these contacts. I've made these professional contacts for a reason. It's time to put my money where my mouth is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, come over and work with people like yourself, Danny, and, prove myself. It's one thing to turn up for an interview like this and, go out there and do a bit of karaoke. But then if I, just say, for instance, hypothetically, you're like, Shaun, I want you to act for me. Now, if I don't do a good job, you're not going to hire me. You can't get people to take you on as friends. Friends can help you, but you've still got to do the work.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
And
Yeah.
it's good that you're
Okay.
putting yourself on a goal, like a goal plan, because you're right. You come here, you might slack off, but you have a focus. This is 5 years. I need to be here, and I want to be this in my life. And of course, you might do longer. I mean, acting careers. I've been doing this since I was a kid. They take forever sometimes, and sometimes
Look at Morgan Freeman. Look at
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman. He started when he was 53 years of age. That's when he got his go. He
Yep.
finally got his start when he was 53.
Yeah.
But he was on the electric company for a while. That had to be a decent paycheck for a while.
Yeah, but he got that
That's a
Yeah.
great paycheck.
late too.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, he still came from being. He started late.
Yeah.
He did start late.
And he still did the work. So it's
Yep.
it's all about doing the work. It's all about just getting in there. It's all one thing to, as they say, I want to be an actor. Well, there's want to be and going to be and is. I am an actor. Do the work.
I'll never forget when I was a young actor and I wasn't in SAG yet, and I was trying to get into SAG, but it was impossible back when I was younger. It was impossible to get in, and it's so funny because my father calls me up because I was thinking, why don't you get into that union SAG? Why don't you just join that? I'm like, Dad,
Join it.
connections. Give them to me because I can't get in.
I mean, I'm SAG eligible, and I have been for about 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah,
And I think that's also because I've got of my film, and I think there's something else over there.
How
that
does
I
that
was in
work?
over here.
How does that work with Australia? Are you you're in the professional union in Australia though, right?
Yeah, I'm MEAA and Actors Equity.
Okay.
And then I think because my film, one of the producers that's connected to my film is American, and he's also an Emmy award-winning producer. So, and I think that's also what gives me, because my film is partially filmed there, and I've won awards there, that gives me, I think, eligibility. Hell, I could be totally wrong. I haven't, but the thing is, because I'm not. So I don't have a social security card or anything like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't get the the card saying you're eligible. So as soon as I move there, on my O1 visa, which I'm getting sponsored by my manager, once I move there and I get my my social security card,
Then you can see if you're eligible and apply.
Speaking of which, you just signed with your manager, right, Shaun? And you met her.
Yeah, we're actually just in the middle of just doing the finer details right now. But yeah, I've just signed with Samantha Salinas. So she's a Lizette Media and Entertainment. And it's actually a bit surreal because she's a go-getter. She really gets out there and has she's got a lot of contacts, a lot of bands. She's got a lot of respect for the music community in Los Angeles and in Las Vegas. Wow. She's got a handful of producers and studios that she can sort of reach out to, and she and how that sort of came about is she sort of heard me. Hold on, I need to sneeze. Oh no.
He's not pixelated anymore.
Oh well, welcome to live podcasting.
You know what's funny? You became unpixelated just in time for your sneeze.
Yeah. I can see you now clearly.
No, you've been unpixelated for a while now.
Yeah.
So Lizette, Samantha sort of took me on, and
did you meet her in LA? Did you meet her here?
Yeah, so she's based in Vegas and she's based in LA. So
Okay.
she's based in both places.
Okay.
And she's got, like I said, she's connected to a ton of bands. And what happened was we were walking out of my screening and she's like, "Oh, I like the music in that." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." So I said, every song apart from the first one that you hear at the start of the film is me singing. And she went, "Get out of here." And I said, "No, I'm serious." And she's like, "You need to get back in the studio." And I was sort of like,
That's awesome.
Wow.
And I sort of thought about it for a little bit. And then the next day when I saw her, she was taking me out. I said to her, "Will you be my manager?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course I will." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, 100%. I'll be your manager." I'm like, "Get out of here." And she's like, "Yeah, but you're going back in the studio."
That's awesome, man.
So I think when I come over there to do my acting and my and my producing, I think I'm, as a bit of a side hobby until, things get better, or, someone might go, "Hey, I'm going to do a bit of, jump in the studio and have a bit of a hobby."
Do you have any video? Do you have any video of your
music?
music?
The band?
I do. Hang on a second.
Put that link in there. I'm going to I want people to see what, your band. I want people to see it.
No. So my old music. Here we go.
That's the great thing about this. We can just throw stuff on. No problem. Just put the link in the chat and I'll show you.
Is that? Okay. That. Copy. There.
We're almost to the hour mark. That's good.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Let me hold
hang
on a
on.
second.
I'm so fat. Brendan, you're not fat.
Okay, there's a commercial here. So let me
skip it in 2 seconds.
It's the ad.
There you go.
Okay, hold on.
Wow.
This is going to be good. You guys are going to like this. So it's worth the wait. I promise.
Hold on.
Okay,
this
I'm
is way better.
It. Huh?
You
got a different link?
Yeah, I've got that because that's just a 30-second. That's a 30-second trailer that I'm showing you there.
Okay. All right, so we'll do the other one.
I'll send you this one. This is
Actually,
this is the last song I recorded with my band Origin of Jankin. And it was with the last lineup we had, and we shot a film clip. It was one of I directed the film clip, and the guy that did the editing on my film, he actually edited it, and he was the camera guy. So
okay, let's show this thing. All tied up. There we go. Here we go.
That's it. Brace yourself.
I hope everybody's sitting down.
I know we are.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Creepy.
Run away, General Sun. They push you with nowhere to run. These motherfuckers pushing you till you feel the pain running through your soul like a railroad train. I can't take no more. They push me till I scream no more. Nobody hears the screams from behind the door. Keep on pushing, motherfucker won't take it anymore.
There I am on the roof there, up the top there.
Fuck you, every other gun. All tied up with the lies of man. Say what?
Gotta watch. Keep watching. There's a story.
Run away, arrow son. They push you with nowhere to run. These motherfuckers pushing you until you feel the pain running through your soul like a railroad train. I can't
look on your
take no more. They push me till I scream no more. Nobody hears the streets from behind the door. Keep on pushing, motherfucker won't take anymore.
Best part. Shit yourself. Best song we ever did. Are you 14?
Wow, dude.
Oh, shit.
Dude, this is intense. Wow.
Crazy. Wow.
I was just watching Lizette's face.
Wow.
That's intense.
So I want to do horror movies.
Obviously.
That was I love horror movies.
I want to direct. I want to
wait a minute.
direct horrors.
There we go.
Come back.
Okay. That was pretty intense, bro.
If you know anyone who wants to direct a horror, let me know.
Absolutely.
Well, I still want to get the Party Panda movie done.
It's
Well,
great.
but you've already got a director for that, my friend.
Yeah. I'm probably
And he's
directing.
a little bit.
myself.
He's got a bit more of a better name than mine. More of a well-known name. His name's a bit more well-known than mine.
Anyway, look, where can people find you? Because we're about on the hour now. So
if you go to www.ShaunAnthonyRobinson.com, or if you just go to downunder.actor, that's it.
That's awesome.
Downunder.actor. I'll put it down here.
And then that's your Instagram too, right, Shaun? I'm Shaun Anthony. your Instagram hand?
If you put it in the regular comments, I can show it to people, I think. But anyway.
Do it here. No, I'm not. I can't.
Well, you know what we're going to do? Because we got to close off here. We're going to put it in the description or something. We'll put it in there for you.
Yeah.
There you go. Down under .actor.
Okay. Down under .actor. You put that in the regular, in the private chat. But
yeah, it's in the
I don't know if I
private
can
chat.
show that.
And Shaun, that's your Instagram handle, right?
But that's easy. Down under .actor, guys.
That is definitely my Instagram handle. Yeah, I'm Shaun Anthony Robinson.
Yes.
So if you just click on that, that'll take you straight to my Instagram. And I think, there's links to everything there.
When are you coming to Vegas, Shaun? When are you heading over here?
So if all goes to plan, I should be there by the end of April. It could, give or take a couple of weeks, just depends on, banks and flights and loans and all that sort of stuff. But I'm moving there, I'll be there from,
We'll have to have you. We'll have to have you on one of the live shows in front of a live audience.
Yeah, so you can meet people.
Mate, that would be great. I'm going to go and kamikaze myself and try doing some stand-up and absolutely suck at it. But, why not?
I'll give you some pointers on that.
I was about to say, Danny can help you with that.
Yeah, sweet.
All right, brother.
Guys, hey, thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you for being on the show, buddy.
For being on the show.
Love you, man.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Talk to you later.
Bye, Australia.
Well, that was our good friend, Shaun Anthony Robinson. Yeah, he's got so many names. He's a great guy, great actor. Check him out, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the show today. We really appreciate it, and enjoy your lives.
Enjoy your day.
Yay.